Hey guys, it's Brian from Arrowhead Garage, and today we're doing paint correction. Well, correction. We're fixing the paint. That's correction of paint. Problem is we didn't mix our paint correctly, single stage paint, and so now we have orange peel everywhere on the hood of our 67 400 Pontiac. Now we have orange peel everywhere on our 1967 Pontiac Firebird 400 hood, and it's got to come off. Now, there's videos out there that say you can just buff it out. You can try that, but I wouldn't recommend it. So let me show you how to sand it down, prep it, and get it ready to shoot another couple coats on it of that single stage paint. With that, let's shut it up and get to wrenching on this week's episode of Firebird Friday. All right, let me get you in close on this hood here. And thanks to Brandon, he hooked us up with these killer octagon lights in the garage. So we get in close here. You can see there's some spots that came out kind of smooth, but for the most part, yeah, that is orange peel. Woo, man. So here's what we have to do today to get this hood back down, get all that orange peel flat off, get it back flat again, make sure we don't have any burns. And if we do burn through the paint down to the bare metal, I'm going to show you how to fix that as well. So let's get some supplies together and I'll show you what we're doing. Okay, in order to get rid of the orange peel on your car, you're going to need a few things. You need a spray bottle with a couple drops of Dawn dish detergent or dish liquid in there to give it some lubrication. A couple sponges. You can pick these up at O'Reilly's or wherever, just sponges for that. This one's a little firmer, harder one, more room for your thumbs to hold on to. You're going to need some 300 sandpaper, some 400 sandpaper, and some 600 sandpaper. That's about all you're going to need, and a towel to kind of wipe stuff down to get an idea of what you're doing and what you're not doing. So with that, let's get into sanding this hood. The point of this is to get rid of the orange peel and get back down to a smooth surface. Okay, so let's get to working on this. I'm going to go ahead and start off with my thicker block. And essentially, you're just going to put your paper on it and fold it and fold it. And now you have something to hold on to and work. Okay, I'm going to do basically this top part of the hood right here. Going about, we'll probably do from like here. No, right in here. We'll just do this kind of spot right here to right in there. Okay, so wet your paper, wet your area, and have fun. You can feel the grit when you first start. You're going to be able to like, oh yeah, it's not, you can feel the bunch, you can feel it. Okay, and again, spray, keep everything nice and wet. And just like any other kind of sanding, we're going to be doing those catch marks, type back and forth 45s. Let it down. And don't forget about your edge. Now I'm not going up in here just yet. I'm just kind of concentrating right here, kind of show you what's going on. Take your hand, you can already feel over here and feel here. Smooth. Texture, less texture. Get that edge. You're probably asking yourself, okay, Brian, well then, how do we know when we're done? Well, I'm about to show you. Go ahead and just hit that edge one more time here. Keep the paper kind of tight. Okay, now I like to take a rag and just kind of clean off what I was working on. So let the air do its thing real quick here. Now, can you see how all of a sudden you can't see the light from above here? And if you take your hand, it's smooth. Now, it's not 100% smooth, but you can still see kind of little spots. See, you can still see spots in here. Now, it's smooth, but you can still see it. So it's more of an eye thing than a hand thing. So you can say, oh yeah, that's smooth, but if you look at it, it still needs some more work. So let me get back to doing some more sanding, and we'll see where we end up. Kind of see that dull area. You can definitely see where I was sanding. You have a dull and a not so dull area. Spray down our paper. Okay, let's take a look. So when you, right in here, I can't see any more of the dimples of that orange peel. It's nice and flat, and it feels flat. Still see it up here. You can kind of sort of feel it. Kind of see it down into here. But this area right here is smooth. So we need to just hit this area, and go down. So I'm going to turn you guys off. I'm going to get to working, taking care of the whole hood. We'll come back and show you what we do after we do 320 grit sandpaper on the hood. All right, we're halfway through. I've sanded half the hood down with 320. I just kind of wanted to show you. Be prepared for your garage floor to look like you murdered somebody. Or at least if you're painting red, it will. So yeah, I've done both the fenders. And of course, now we've gotten half the hood done here. And so half the hood took 4 sheets of sandpaper and a bottle and a half of water. So kind of give you an idea of what we're dealing with here. And yeah, even your legs will look like you've been butchering something or someone. Good thing is all this washes off. But here it is. This is our second half of the hood. So you can see a big difference in the sanding. And again, we're going for that smooth texture. All the orange peel is gone. And you can take your hand and go, oh yeah, that's orange peel. No orange peel. Orange peel, no orange peel. So that's halfway through this update. We'll go ahead and get back. We'll get this side down to 320. And then I'll show you how to get into 400. And then we're going to stop. We're going to make some corrections, like if you get to bare metal anywhere, I'll show you how to fix that. And then we'll hit it with 600. So go get a beverage, and I'm going to get to sanding. Thank you. All right, so now we have sanded down the Firebird 400 hood down with 320 everywhere. We've gotten rid of all the orange peel. It's nice and smooth. There's a few little spots like right here. We hit the metal just right there. I'm trying to think of any other spots that we hit bare metal. I don't believe so. Yeah, maybe right back here. So we got that going on. But before we do anything else, we're going to go to 400. And it's not going to take as much time because the 320, all we were doing is trying to knock down that orange peel, that blah, 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 blah. Now we're nice and soft. So we're going to hit 400 on the entire car. We're going to hit 400 on the entire hood. And then we'll come back and we'll show you what the next step is in getting orange peel off of your hood and your panel in your car if you're painting single stage. All right, now we have some Duragold 400. Same principle. We're going to go over the entire hood. But remember, this time it's going to go much faster because we're not having to cut through the orange peel. We're just trying to now take out the scratches from the 320 and get this a little bit more smooth. So let's get in and do a little bit, and we'll move on. So just for reference, it took me about 45 minutes per side of the hood to cut through, and 4 sheets each side of 320 paper and about 4 bottles worth of dishwashing liquid to cut through this. This will be much easier. And you can already see how much better the lights look. And that's just with 320. Do the cross hatch just like you would anything else and get to it. Work a section at a time. Whoa, Nelly. Let's wipe it down. Let's see what it looks like. This is where you start to see how you're doing. And kind of get a base on where you need to hit, where you not need to hit. Okay, so at the 400, oh yeah, you can, even though it's only a couple grit difference, there is a difference there. So I'm going to continue on and just hit the rest of this hood, and I'll come back and show you what step number 3 is after you do everything with 400. All right, so now we've sanded it down with the 400 everywhere. Let's go and we'll wipe it off. See where we're at here. Okay, we'll take a break. We'll let this dry, and then we're going to come back and we're going to hit all the bare metal spots that we cut through, and we're going to shoot with some etching primer, and we'll go on from there. So let's let it rest for a minute. Let's let it dry. We'll come back and we'll do some primer. All right, so now we've sanded it down to 400, and we do have some spots here that the metal has shone through. We went a little too far, a little bit right here, but the primer part, we're good. Any bare metal, you know, this, we need to hit these spots. So just grab yourself a can of this, shake it up, and go ahead and hit those spots. And all you're going to do is just, you're not trying to build up, you're just trying to cover to make sure it's going to be good. So just like that. Put it over here. And then go around and just kind of wherever you can see bare metal, hit it. Let's do that real quick. Right here. Turn it right there. There, right here. Right here. Most it's around those edges. Okay, now, here's the key. You're done for the day. Go have a smoke, have a drink, go talk to your wife, your girlfriend, whatever. Let this sit until tomorrow. And then tomorrow, after it's all dry, we're gonna hit it with 600, and then we're painting. All right, guys, so it is the next morning. I'm just kind of coming out here, checking out the spots. Everywhere we hit the primer, we went down to bare metal and had to shoot more primer on here. Little spot there. So our next goal, our final procedure in getting rid of the orange peel on this hood is we're going to go to 600 grit paper. And all we want to do is just smooth it out. We don't want to spend a lot of time on this. A little bit of water, get it going. We just want to, you didn't build up with this. And if you take your hand, you can feel there's hardly any ridge to that. So all we want to do is go back over this, the whole entire panel with 600, get it one more time, and then we're good to go. We can wash it, clean it, let it dry, and then paint it. We'll go ahead and get our block here. We'll put our sandpaper on. Let's get some water. Let's get the sanded. And again, we're not trying to sand down this whole thing like we did with the original 320. We're just looking to smooth it out and get it nice and perfect for paint again. All right, guys, that are the 3 steps you do to get rid of the orange peel if you happen to get some on your panels in your car. So remember, first step, wet sand 320, then come back, make sure everything is down flat, nothing, no other orange peel. Come back with 400, do that. Then any burn through areas, hit with some self-etching primer, let it rest for a little bit, maybe overnight like I did. Come back, hit it one more time with 600, wipe her down, and get ready to paint. So with that being said, I'm going to see you guys next week. This hood will be painted, those fenders will be painted, and it should be slick and smooth with no orange peel, because now we have that gun dialed in. And if you want videos on how to set up your air compressor, how to build your own DIY small car, your own DIY small 2-car garage paint booth, and a bunch of other tips, make sure you subscribe, hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you next week for another Firebird Friday, because we're laying down paint. See See you then.